the stadium with win number 5 on the season. It's the Chiefs going up against the Browns.
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And the Cleveland Browns. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
This is Crowell. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. They'll try to run for it with Crowell. And he's got some space here. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the 1st. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Now from back at the 9 after that last play, this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And he'll be knocked down sideways at the 13-yard line. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive for them here on their home turf results in a field goal.
Now that's the way you want to get things started. Your stadium, your crowd, you've got the ball, Put points on the board first and let everyone start to celebrate.
And now here comes Kansas City. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A gain of 3, second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself.
They've got his man complete. A gain of 39 that time.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And now a first down following that long gain. And he'll give it here to his running back. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
But forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line set into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Wilson. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Here we go with 2nd and 7. They'll try the right side with Crowell. And he's brought down. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
They go play action here on first down. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Crowell. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll give Crowell another crack. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. On 3rd down, Johnson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 6-yard carry. It does put him just a few yards short of the goal line, but 4th down coming up. Zane Gonzalez now to try the Browns field goal. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And this is off the left upright, and it caroms in. Not the most convincing kick you'll see, but he got it to go. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So put 3 on the board. A little bit of a hook on the driver that time. Looked a little bit like you, Charles, over on the 8th at Windermere.
You know me too well, partner. Except that he got his to hit a tree and kick back into the fairway.
That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
first down. He'll drop to throw. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, he shifts past him. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. To throw here. Flush to his right. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Brian Body Calhoun. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
You mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
And this one through the uprights and good. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now here comes Kansas City. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense.
And he's into the clear. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. 68 yards. If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
In a sense I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting quick.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
And that is incomplete. He was looking for Daniels that time. Third down here. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
That is caught inside the 5. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's fourth down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. They'll go with the keeper. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be first and goal. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Shift together here from the D-line. And now it's second and goal. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a third down.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on third.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Devin Street with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Oh, he missed it. No good. So this remains a 4-point game. Elliott now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
No gain on the play there, second down. And if you're the defense and those D tackles, you like that they're trying to run the football here against your 4-3, don't you?
Yeah, because they tend to eat things up because they are so strong and physical, and especially when they play with leverage where they get lower than the offensive lineman and control them. And what I love about the good defensive tackle.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 15. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. More from Cleveland after this. Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Kentrell Bryce picks it, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. The Chiefs on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Now let's go. Boom, landed. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll set up to throw. Now he's going to go deep down the... He's got a man. Complete. He got 29 yards that time. Great patience in the pocket. Of course, it's easy to be patient when the protection's good, and it was.
Yeah, you've got to pat those guys on the helmet and say thanks because they gave him plenty of time to stay back there, survey the field, go through the reads that he wanted to, and deliver the ball accurately. That was really well executed.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
Flushed out right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. They'll toss it to Crowell. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one. Hence the decline.
The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Wilson now off the bootleg. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken at the 23. 12 yards on the return that time. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And now here comes Kansas City. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, trying to hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Second and 10 now. Wilson. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Going to be a gain of 4. And they're going to have a 3rd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. Well, we just saw shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning. They'll play a one-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
First and 10, it's Wilson. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
On second down, here's Crowell. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. 5 yards on the kick.
Feel pretty good about that one.
So we've got a 2nd and 5.
No, Jack, Patriot!
They'll set up a throw. Steps away to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Detroit! Set! Gun!
He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Richardson. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the 1st. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Back there to that Philly. Here we go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back at the 47-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Here we go now. 3 and 8.
He'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 30. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. So that is 2 pick sixes he's thrown in this football game. Now, you take those away, Charles, it's a completely different situation.
It totally is, but guess what? They have to deal with what they have. You are.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard. On the toss. Finding room at the 30. And they're going to get this one all the way up to the 35-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks, right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 23 yards on the play.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Let's go! Gun!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Now he's forced out right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. He got 29 yards that time. They'll run it now out of the gun. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. Back to throw. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. A swing pass caught. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll look to throw here. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. And he'll give it here to his running back. And, oh, a good hit there and knocked down hard. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Detroit! Hurry up, hit back there to that Philly. Here we go. No, Jack, Patriot.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They're going to look to throw. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal.
Over. Here we go now.
Now back to throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 5. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about 1 game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now a handoff to Crowell. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. They'll need to get the play off quickly. On 3rd down, it's Johnson. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. A 1st down carry now for Crowell. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Again, it's Crowell. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage, as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. Now Wilson. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Here's Ryan Allen now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right?
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 36. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. The pitch to Crowell. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run it again with Crowell. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. The Browns on third down. They've converted 3 times and 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And a couple of big boys up front defensively, and in that 4-3, those D tackles so vital.
Extremely vital. I love how you described that, because if they control things up front, often it's over the guard. Sometimes they slide and make it over the center. It's really hard to get a play started then, because a lot of teams want to start inside out running the football. But against a good 4-3, you may not find any space. And on that play, there was 0 space, no gain.
Fielded about a yard deep. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Browns are going to win the football game. And now the Browns coming out on the field. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to, because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head to head.
But that's That's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.